Alright, tonight's notes is going to be on multiplying and dividing integers. So you can go ahead and add that into your table of contents. Mine is going to be on page 16 and 17. Unlike adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing has the same rules, but we have to think about what makes multiplying so special. And multiplying, if you remember, is just making equal groups. So if we were to talk about like 3 times 4, we want 3 groups of 4. So I'm going to write 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we add that. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Same thing with division. I'm going to have 4, and we'll divide that into 2 equal groups. So here's group 1, here's group 2, and remember, so here are my 2 groups, and this is my number, and remember we're just going to divide equally. So 1, 1 in there, 1, 1 in there, and I have 4 all together, so that's where my 4 is my number that I'm dividing by. So I know my quotient is 2. So if we think about really the basics of what division and multiplication is, the rules make much more sense. Okay, so you're going to copy down. I'm going to look to make sure you have the whole pink sheet filled out on Tuesday and your note page over here. So just like how we set it up in class. All right, so let's show what 3 times 2 means. So we're going to make we need 3 groups of 2. So I'm going to do 2 plus 2 plus 2. And then we can show this on the number line. So plus 2 gets me to 4. So starting at 2, then adding another 2 gets me to 6. Now here we need 3 groups of negative 2. So I have negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. So we're going to start at negative 2. Remember, adding, we're going to go adding a negative. We don't have any zero pairs, so we're going to go left. And then I'm adding another negative 2. So I end at negative 6. Next set up, we have negative 3 groups of 2. So I need the opposite, because remember negative means opposite. So I'm going to have my 3 groups of 2. But we need to do the opposite. So again, my negative 2, and we get negative 6. Now here, I need 3 groups of negative 2, but again, that negative sign means to do the opposite. So here are my negative 2, plus my negative 2, plus my negative 2, but we have to do the opposite, and the opposite of a negative is a positive. Great job. And that will equal 6, because we're at 2, adding 2, then adding 2 more. So we're going to formalize our rules. Anything with the same sign, so the product or quotient, this works for both multiplying and dividing, not adding and subtracting, with the same sign is going to be positive. The product or quotient of 2 integers with different signs is going to be negative. So examples like negative 4 times negative 2 equals 8. Negative 16 divided by negative 2 equals 8. If I do negative 4 times 2, I need 4 groups of 2, but doing the opposite, so that's going to be negative 8. And then if I do 16, I have to break it up into 2 equal groups, but do the opposite. So the opposite of positive is negative. So we're going to get our negative 8. Okay, so we're going to go jump over here and we're going to do the sample problems. Alright, so I need opposite, so I need 8 groups of 4, but the opposite. So 8 groups of 4 equals 32, and the opposite of 32 is negative 32. So I need 9 groups of negative 4, so really we're going to write negative 4 plus 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 negative 4. See how multiplying is so much easier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. plus negative 4, 7, 8, 9, and adding all those up, I will get negative 36. All right, we're going to do, we need 3 groups of negative 7, but we're going to do the opposite. So I'm just going to do, those are my groups. But remember, we're going to do the opposite, so that's like adding 3 positive 7s, which equals 21. I need 6, negative 6, negative 2 times, so the opposite 2 times. So I have my negative 6 plus my negative 6, doing the opposite, and that's going to equal, you're right, positive 12. All right, our next step, we have negative 18 divided by negative 6. So we're just going to divide by 3. So and since they're both negative, my answer is going to be positive. 72 divided by negative 9. 72 divided by 9 is 8, but this tells me to do the opposite. And the opposite of positive 8 is negative 8. Next step, we're going to do negative 36. Take that, the opposite of 4 groups. So the opposite of negative 36 is positive, and we're going to have positive 9. And we're going to do negative 12 divided by positive 2. So I have to make 2 groups of negative 12, and that should be negative 6. All right. For tonight, you have to answer these 2 questions by yourself. I hope this helps, and I'll see you on tomorrow.